Hello, friends. Welcome to 30 Minutes Book Summaries. Today, we are going to talk about the book, Think Less, Do More, by Peter Hollins. Part 1, The Problem of Inertia. Many times we cannot even start a task because we think, I have to do this perfectly. This thinking traps us. We just keep thinking and thinking, but we never actually do anything. This is called inertia, which means being stuck, not moving forward. The easiest solution? Lower your standards a little. Think about it. When you want to learn a new skill, like painting or playing guitar, if you think that you have to be like a professional artist from the very first day, you will probably never start. You will tell yourself, I am not good enough, and you will keep waiting until you become perfect. But if you lower your standards a little and just try to draw one small doodle or play one simple tune, you will make a start. And once you start, moving forward becomes much easier. The same thing happens with big tasks. Imagine you have to write a 10-page report. You think, this has to be perfect. Suddenly the work feels too heavy, and you start avoiding it. This is called procrastination. But if you just think, I only have to write the first paragraph, no matter how it looks, you will begin. Our brain loves to see the finish line, but when the finish line looks too far away, it gets scared. So the solution is simple. Make your first step easier. If you want to start exercising, don't think about a 1-hour workout every day. Just think, I only have to do 5 minutes of stretching. Once you do the stretching, you will probably feel like doing a little more on your own. Perfectionism is the biggest enemy of progress. We believe we have to be perfect at everything, but the truth is, perfection never comes in one shot. It comes slowly, by trying again and again. The first draft is always bad. The first attempt is always average. The first step is always shaky. But if you accept this, and give yourself permission to do average work in the beginning, you can beat inertia. Think about how a baby learns to walk. Does it run perfectly on the very first day? No. It falls, gets up, falls again, and slowly learns to walk. If the baby thinks, I will not try until I can walk without falling, it will never walk at all. We need the same mindset. People think that lowering standards means doing bad work. That is not true. Starting is the hardest part of any task. If you make that part easy, the rest of the journey becomes easy on its own. When you start writing, you can edit it later. When you start exercising, you can slowly build your stamina. When you start a new business, you can improve it step by step. But if you wait for a perfect start, you may never start at all. So next time you feel too much pressure about a task, lower your standards a little. Break the big target into small pieces. And most importantly, don't put the burden of perfection on yourself. You only have to start, no matter how small that start is. Once you get moving, inertia will disappear on its own. Part 2. Action creates motivation. We often think, first I need motivation. When I feel motivated, then I will start. But the truth is completely different. Motivation is born from action. If you take even one small step without motivation, you will slowly start feeling motivated on your own. When you start doing something, you get involved in it, and then your brain starts pushing you to move forward. Imagine you have a big book to read, but you don't feel like reading. You are waiting for the right mood. But if you just take action and read 2 pages, your brain will slowly get into it, and you will feel like reading a little more. This applies to everything: exercise, studying, work, or learning a new skill. If you just start, motivation will come on its own. The problem with motivation is that it is temporary. You can get motivated from a video or a speech, but that motivation does not last long. So if you depend only on motivation, you will feel lazy again within a few days. But if you build the habit of taking action, you can achieve your goals even without motivation. The best example is working out. Many people think, first I need to be in the mood, then I will go to the gym. But if they just start with 5 minutes of stretching, their body and mind will slowly get into it. And then they will feel like doing more. When you start any task, your energy shifts in that direction, and motivation starts coming naturally. Think back. Have you ever felt lazy about something, but once you started for some reason, you started enjoying it? That is because after taking action, your brain gets tuned in that direction. This also helps reduce self-doubt. When you keep thinking that a task is hard, it feels even harder. But when you actually start doing it, you realize, it was not as hard as I thought. And here is another interesting thing. Taking action changes your self-image. If you think you are a lazy person, you will behave like one. But if you take just 5 minutes of action, you create a new story about yourself. I am someone who can work even without motivation. And then you feel ready to do even more. Think of it like a cycle. You take action, you get a small result. That result builds your confidence, and that confidence gives you the motivation to do more. Step by step, this motivation keeps growing. So stop waiting for motivation, and motivation will come from the action itself. Part 3. Take risks, grow more. Whenever we hear the word risk, fear comes into our mind. We think, what if I take a big step and it goes wrong? I could get into trouble. This thinking keeps us away from many great opportunities. But the truth is, risk is not just a danger. It can also be a path to growth. When we stop seeing risk as something scary and start seeing it as an opportunity to learn and move forward, our whole life can change. Think about a child who wants to learn to ride a bicycle. There is always a risk of falling. But if the child never tries because of that fear, the child will never learn to ride a bike. But when the child takes that risk, falls, gets up, tries again, one day that child rides easily without falling. This same principle applies to our whole life. Many people love to stay in their comfort zone because there is no risk there. But staying in the comfort zone limits your life. The biggest problem with it is that you never grow. When you learn a new skill, start a new business, or take on a new challenge, yes, there's risk. But with that risk comes a huge opportunity to learn and move forward. Taking risks does not mean you act without thinking. It means you take calculated risks. You analyze the situation, understand the advantages and disadvantages, and then make an informed decision. This way, your chances of failure go down, and your chances of success go up. Another big benefit of embracing risk, it makes you mentally stronger. When you take small risks repeatedly and learn from them, your ability to face any challenge grows. Slowly, your brain starts seeing failure as a learning process, not something to be afraid of. Look at the most successful entrepreneurs and leaders in the world. Every single one of them has taken a big risk at some point. If they had been afraid, they would never have reached where they are today. Steve Jobs took risks and built Apple. Elon Musk took risks and built Tesla and SpaceX. Every big success has some risk behind it. And in personal life too, if someone is afraid to tell someone what they feel because of the risk of rejection, they will never be able to express themselves. But if they take that risk, either they succeed or they learn something from the rejection and move forward. Risk does not always mean you win. Sometimes you will fail. But those failures will teach you how to do better next time. So the next time an opportunity comes your way that has some risk, don't reject it out of fear. Analyze it properly. And if it feels worth it, go for it. It might turn out to be your best decision. Part 4. The don't-do list. When we plan our day, we make a to-do list, a list of all the things we need to complete. But many times the day ends, and most of our tasks are still unfinished. One big reason for this: we don't pay attention to the things that distract us, the things that don't let us stay focused. That is why, along with a to-do list, you also need a don't-do list. This is a list of all the things you should avoid so that your attention stays in the right place and you stay productive. Think about it. If you wake up in the morning and immediately start scrolling social media on your phone, you waste a lot of time. You think, just 5 minutes, but when you look at the clock again, 30 to 40 minutes have passed. Similarly, if you keep checking emails throughout the day, or immediately react to every small thing, your energy gets wasted in the wrong places. The don't-do list helps you identify exactly these kinds of habits, so you can avoid the things that are destroying your time and productivity. To create this list, first look at which activities distract you throughout the day. Do you check your phone during every little break? Do you waste too much time in unnecessary meetings? Do you spend too much time on social media without any plan? Note all these things down and put them in your don't-do list. The biggest benefit of this list is that it teaches you discipline. When you are clear about what not to do, you can give more attention to your important work. For example, if your list says, "I will not use social media before 10 a.m., whenever your mind says, "Let me check Instagram or Twitter," your list will remind you that this is not your priority. Slowly, this becomes a habit, and your productivity starts increasing. Many people think that just working hard brings success, but actually, working smart is more important. If instead of just staying busy, you use your time correctly, you can do more in less time. The don't-do list also helps with emotional and mental clarity. Many times we make decisions that are not right for us, simply because we can't say no. If your list says, "I will not say yes to things that don't match my goals," it saves you from unnecessary commitments. If you are an entrepreneur, writer, or in any creative field, this list becomes even more important. Because for you, the most essential thing is deep work, that time when you are fully focused and doing your best work. But if small distractions keep pulling your attention away, you will never reach your full potential. This list is not just for professional life, it works in personal life too. Want to improve your health? Write in your don't-do list, "I will not eat junk food after 11 p.m. Want to protect your mental health? Add, "I will not spend time with people who drain my energy." In the end, it is just as important to decide what not to do as it is to decide what to do. And if we learn to put our energy in the right places, we can create big changes in our life. A small don't-do list is a simple but powerful way to make your day better and more productive. Part 5. The burner list. Every day in our life, there are many tasks. Some are important, some less important. But often, we stay stuck in tasks that are not really that important, and the things that truly matter get left behind. The reason? We don't set our priorities correctly. And that is where the burner list comes in. The idea of the burner list is to divide your tasks into two parts, front burner and back burner. The front burner has the things that are your biggest priority, the things you need to give the most attention to. These are the tasks that help you reach your big goals. The back burner has things that are necessary but don't need much attention right now. These are things you can handle later, or that are not critical at the moment. Imagine you are a chef, and you're cooking many things at once in the kitchen. On one stove, something is cooking that needs constant stirring to cook properly. That is your front burner. On another stove, something is on low heat that you can check later. That is your back burner. In the same way, when we organize our life like this, we can focus our energy in the right direction. If you are working on a big project, that is your front burner task. But if you also want to learn a new skill on the side, that can go on the back burner. This doesn't mean back burner tasks are useless. It just means they don't need priority right now. This keeps your focus from scattering. The biggest benefit of the burner list is that it makes decision-making easier. Whenever a new task comes up, you can immediately decide which burner it belongs to. This keeps your mind clutter-free, and you don't miss the important things. Another benefit, It saves you from multitasking. People often try to do many things at once and end up not finishing anything properly. But when you know which task is on the front burner, you can give it your full attention and handle the rest later. Review your burner list every week or month, because priorities change over time. What is on the back burner today may need to come to the front burner in a few weeks. This system not only increases your productivity, but also gives you mental clarity. When your brain is not constantly wondering, what should I do now? You can be more productive and feel less stressed. So if you want to manage your day better and put your energy in the right places, add the burner list to your life. It is a simple but powerful way to get clarity and achieve your most important goals. Part 6. The Superstructure Decision Model. Every day, we have to make many decisions, some small, some big. And many times, we overthink even the smallest decisions, which makes our brain tired. And then, we don't have the energy left to make the big decisions. This is called overanalysis, and it reduces both our productivity and confidence. The best solution is the Superstructure Decision Model. This is a structured method that helps you make fast and correct decisions without getting stuck in unnecessary thinking. Think about it. If every morning you had to think, what should I wear? What should I eat for breakfast? Which email should I reply to first? Your brain would get tired just from these small decisions. That is why many successful people simplify their everyday decisions. For example, Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg always wore the same type of clothes every day, so they didn't have to make that decision daily. In the same way, if you adopt a structured decision-making framework, your brain can focus on more important things. The superstructure decision model means you have a predefined system that helps you decide how to handle each type of decision. You spend less time thinking, and your choices stay aligned with your goals. This model is especially helpful for people who often experience decision paralysis, when there are too many options and you just can't figure out which one is right. Step 1. Decide which decisions you can automate. For example, if you spend time every day thinking, should I go to the gym today or not? Automate it. Fix certain days of the week when you will always go. Then you don't need to make that decision every single day. Step 2. Set your decision-making criteria. When you have to make a big decision, have some predefined questions ready to help you choose the right option. Does this decision match my long-term goals? Will this put my time and energy in the right direction? If I make the wrong decision here, what is the worst that could happen? When you have these predefined filters, you can make the right decision without overthinking. Step 3. Learn from past decisions. If you made a wrong decision before, analyze it. Where did you go wrong? What can you do differently next time? This will improve your decision-making ability, and you will feel more confident in the future. This model not only increases your speed, but also improves your mental clarity. When you start making decisions through a structured process, instead of thinking again and again, your brain stays more relaxed and stress reduces. The superstructure decision model also protects you from distractions. When you have a system, you don't focus on every small thing, only on what truly matters to you. This makes you more productive and efficient. In professional life, you can divide your work decisions into categories: urgent tasks, important but not urgent tasks, and tasks to be completely avoided. This immediately tells you what to prioritize and what to leave. In personal life too, for example, instead of figuring out every weekend what to do, you can prefix some options: one day with family, one day for yourself, one day for a new experience. No need to decide again and again. The superstructure decision model will not only help you make faster decisions, but also help you understand whether your choices are truly aligned with your goals. It is a powerful method that saves you from overthinking and makes you a smart, confident decision maker. Part 7. Ultradian Rhythms. Our body works according to a special natural rhythm called ultradian rhythms. This is the natural cycle that keeps our energy levels going up and down throughout the day. You must have noticed, at certain times of the day, you feel very energetic and focused, but a few hours later, you suddenly feel tired or distracted. This is the effect of ultradian rhythms. If we understand this natural energy cycle and plan our work accordingly, we can multiply our productivity. Many people make the mistake of expecting the same level of energy all day long. They think, if I work from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. non-stop, my output will always be the same. But that is not how it works. Our body works in cycles of about 90 to 120 minutes. After roughly every 1.5 to 2 hours, our energy naturally starts to go down, and we need a short break. If we work according to this natural cycle, we will feel more productive and less tired. Think about it. If during your highest energy time, you do your most important and demanding tasks, how efficient would your work become? And when your energy is naturally low, you do tasks that don't require much mental effort, like checking emails, attending meetings, or casual planning. This way you work with your body's natural rhythm, not against it. The best way to use this? Observe your energy patterns. For 1 week, notice at what time of the day you feel most energetic and focused, and at what time you feel sluggish or distracted. This will tell you your peak performance hours. Once you know your peak hours, use those hours for your most critical work, the work that demands the most concentration and creativity. If you are a writer, do your writing during high energy hours. If you are working on strategy or planning, do that during peak time. On the other hand, when your energy is naturally low, do lighter tasks, calls, emails, casual discussions. Many people feel guilty that they cannot maintain high performance all day. But the truth is, it is simply not possible. Even the most productive people in the world take breaks. They work according to their body's natural energy, not against it. When you understand how your body works, you can organize your work in a smart way. A big benefit of following ultradian rhythms: you avoid burnout. When you work non-stop without rest, your energy completely drains and you get tired quickly. But if you keep your energy cycles in mind and take breaks at the right time, your efficiency stays intact, and you can perform at a high level for a long time. If you want to apply this in your life, start by making your daily schedule a little more flexible. You don't have to perform equally at all times. You just need to understand which hours are your most productive and which hours you need to recharge. For example, if you feel most energetic between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m., do the most important and challenging work in that time. Then from 12 to 12:30, take a short break. Go for a walk, drink some water, or rest for a while. Then come back to work, but now give priority to lighter tasks. These small things can make a very big difference in your productivity. This is not just time management, this is energy management. When you start working according to your ultradian rhythms, you will find that you are doing more work with less effort, and your mind feels more fresh and focused. Conclusion. So friends, that was the book summary of Think Less, Do More by Peter Hollins. I hope you found it useful and inspiring. The key lessons from this book are: lower your standards to break inertia and just start. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. Take calculated risks to grow. Use a don't-do list to protect your focus. Use a burner list to manage your priorities. Use a decision-making framework to stop overthinking. Work with your body's natural energy cycles. Comment below and tell me, which lesson from this book did you like the most? Thank you so much for watching till the end.